Hey, what is going on there YouTube? This is the Game Guy and today I'm bringing you to the drop list for this week being week 15 of the fall winter season. Now, I was actually going to be putting an unboxing out today, however that's going to be put out tomorrow because I was waiting on the drop list hoping that it would be sort of a lot later so that I could put an unboxing out, but instead by the time I was sort of ready to record it was already out. So yeah, I'm just going to be putting a drop list video out today and then the unboxing will be out tomorrow where I have, yeah, actually like 4 items to unbox, so that's pretty decent. So let's get into this drop list. There is one side to this which will probably be a bit disappointing because of the fact that the items aren't really what people were expecting, so North Face really saves this week in this case. So yeah, let's get into it. So yeah, I was waiting for Drops by Jay to put out a sort of list, however when I go onto his Twitter and refresh, oh, he's actually just put it out saying that, he's just put it out. That's really coincidental, but yeah, he's just put it out, so he's clearly just like either woken up or something during the night and has put it out. So I'll leave his link down below, and as well as Supreme Community's link in the comments section with Jay's, like I said, so that you can go onto that and look at that, and obviously just stay updated with them. But without further ado, let's get into this drop list. As always, Discord link down below, social medias, whatever, you know, all down below. So obviously, a large proportion of this is going to be the sort of North Face side. It's just going to be covering a large part to it, which is probably right because the items that are coming out are from the lookbook, and when I said what's left to drop, there are a couple that aren't the greatest and are still sitting at the bottom because of that. But let's go through the first couple of items, which are North Face. But I went through the North Face and everything, all of the items yesterday, but obviously I'll give a bit more of an opinion this time again, but not as fast or not as long or in depth of an opinion. So the first item is going to be the Expedition jacket. I will check now to see what the favourite colour is, and currently the favourite colours go red, papyrus, red papyrus, then it goes black and purple / yellow. 48% for the red, 40% for the black, and 10% for the yellow. Missing 2%, but okay, so that is how the colours go. Personally, I think this is really cool. At first, I said it was a mountain parka or a parka. It did look very much like a parka, but it's an Expedition jacket. It's really clean. It is a nice piece. The only side that I have seen the large majority not really like about it or favour about it is the embroidered text that is on the right side of the chest for the Gore-Tex and the Cordura. They aren't fans of that. People just aren't really like massive fans of that, I have seen. It doesn't really bother me too much because it's not included on the back or anything. You just have North Face on the back, and it's only very minimal. It's not like a giant, like half covering your chest sort of text. And it sort of balances out with the North Face on the left side of the chest. So I think it's okay. And overall, I think it is a really nice piece. A lot of people actually aren't really huge fans of this, and they say that it's still quite dead compared to how like past North Face collaborations have gone, but it is what it is. Everyone has a different opinion for it. So that is the first item. The second item is the item that I will probably try for. If I fail, I fail, you know, it doesn't matter. It's the Expedition fleece jacket. Again, I will look at the colours for this, and red papyrus is at 52%. Black is at 34%, and purple / yellow is at 12% for this piece. So again, this red colourway with this papyrus, cream, natural looking colour, is staying at the top spot. I think this is a really cool piece. I'm going to try for it. If I fail, I fail. And yeah, that happens. The third piece, or the third most hyped piece, is the photo tee. I definitely feel that this piece in the blue colourway or royal or dark blue, whatever colourway they're going to call it, is definitely a really strong piece for this week. If I fail on the fleece, I will probably pick this up depending on its price everything is pretty much depending on its price, because the fact that if the Expedition Fleece is like 300 plus, I might leave it alone and just go for something else instead, or a couple of other items instead. But the Photo Tee is going to be dropping as well, obviously, and yeah, if I fail on the Fleece, I might be going on this if it's within like a reasonable price. I think that all of the colorways for this piece are really strong because they all have sort of matching parts to each of the photo. So yeah, any colorway is pretty much strong in this piece because it has a matching element. Next up, we then have the hoodie, or the hooded sweatshirt version of the photo tee, but it's the photo hoodie, obviously. Personally, I really like this as well. However, I think that it's just going to be a bit too expensive, and I will just leave it alone for that like reason alone, that I think it's going to be above 158. And yeah, for that, I will just leave it to the side. The next piece is the Expedition backpack. Again, I think this is one of the better bags that they have released over an amount of time. It looks like it's really high quality, but we'll obviously find out when people get them in hand, and I think that the colours work perfectly with the backpack. For an accessory from the lookbook, we have the hand mirror dropping, which I will probably be going for. I don't know how much it is going to cost. Hopefully it is like £20 and under, because it shouldn't be that expensive of a piece, because it literally, the summary is plastic with a glass mirror, so hopefully it is not too expensive and I can just pick it up nice and easily. That currently is slowly moving up on the list, actually, with 5,700 likes at this current point in time. The backpack only has 5,900, so it's sort of closing in on overtaking the backpack. I don't know what position the hand mirror will finish at, but it might be in like the top 5 spot by Thursday. The next item that's going to be dropping is obviously going to be another North Face piece, because that's what the majority are. We have the Expedition waist bag this time. Again, the same applies for the backpack as the waist bag. I really like this piece. I'm more of a fan of the backpack over the waist bag, but it is still a really nice piece. As always, let me know your thoughts down below on what you think of the Droplist or the North Face collaboration. I looked at most people's opinions yesterday and most people liked it. They weren't a fan of a couple of pieces or a couple of sides to it, but overall the feeling was that it was a good collaboration. The next piece is definitely a piece that I'll be going for. Thursday is going to be an expensive day and I am going for this piece, which is the fold beanie. I really liked this piece, especially in the pictures that were shown from the news section. The black colourway really did stand out for me, and that is the colourway that I'll be attempting to go for it in. And now we have 3 North Face items again in a row, so I'm just going to list them off. We have the Compass necklace, then we have the Expedition travel wallet, and then we have the Expedition pan. The Compass necklace, I hope it's just cheap, because it doesn't look like it's massively expensive. It's a compass on what looks like a piece of plastic and a bit of string, so if there is a high price to that, it is, I'm not going to say it's not going to be worth it, because there will be a market for it. However, it's just not what you should be charging for something that's that sort of simple. Then we have the travel wallet. I liked the look of the travel wallet, however, now that I'm thinking about it, or have thought about it, I think that its price might be a little bit high, so that's that. And the last piece that is going to be included from the North Face collaboration for this week's drop list is the Expedition pan. People told me, or I had sort of messages in Discord and in comments about this, and obviously the main use for this is obviously going to be skiing, but I was looking at the side for how people would sort of style it, and people were sort of on the agreeing sort of side, where it would be that they should have a zip or something that would allow you to take this sort of parts that go over your shoulder, like coveralls or overalls, off, and the back part off as well. So yeah, that's that. So thank you for the people who pointed that out and commented about that. Right, now on to the lookbook items that people aren't really too happy about, but it's what it is. So the first piece is the pin. At first people thought this was a earring, but it's actually a pin, and a lot of people aren't really feeling it too much. We then have the overdyed half zip sweatshirt. I really do think that I remember seeing this on a drop list and it was meant to drop and it didn't, but hey ho. I didn't give my opinions on these pieces the other day, but I'm not a huge fan of them. I think that the overdyed concept is good, but it just doesn't look great. Most people like the sort of overdyed, almost bleached sort of look, but this just doesn't look like it's been done too well, and personally I'm just not a fan of it. We then have the Casino Camp Cap. I thought this would actually be higher on the list because the other pieces weren't received overall like amazingly, but they did sell out, or some of the pieces sold out. The shirt didn't sell out in the end, I don't believe, but some of the pieces sold out from this sort of collection, and I would think that these would sell out, but we will just have to wait and see. We then have the Diamond Faux Fur Jacket. I actually did like this piece, however, we've seen a lot of alliterations of it, or of this sort of same like faux fur jacket or diamond sort of design on pieces, and I think people just aren't fans of it at this point in time. I'm okay with it, but yeah, I'm just, when I do look at it properly, I'm just not the biggest fan of this piece. It will probably be a nice piece for people to pick up, but it's just not for me. Moving on to the last two items, we have the Velvet Swirl work shirt. The purple green colorway is the Barney colorway. Like, it's just the Barney colorway. It is what it is. Like, that is just completely a Barney color. The other two colorways, I don't know. It's just, if it was just, I think, a velvet work shirt, it might have received a bit more support. I don't know why they've done this whole sort of swirl design, because it looks like it's almost like tin foil or metallic, or like the when you pop something for like a party, like a celebration sort of thing, it looks like those pieces of like plastic that come out of those. And yeah, personally, I am not a huge fan of this piece either. For the last piece that is going to be dropping, we have the Tonal Tape Camp Cap. It's taped all the way around. You don't really see too well, or you can't really see too well when you look at it, the whole sort of Supreme side. But yeah, I don't think this will sell out. Maybe a colorway or two in this camp cap will sell out, but I can't really see it going down too well, because it hasn't really either got the standard sort of text across the front or on the back or something. It's just going around the side, and I don't think people are going to be too big fans of that piece. So that is going to cover the drop list for this week. Personally, North Face definitely saves this week. The hand mirror saves this week. The other lookbook items just aren't amazing overall, and yeah, I know why people weren't too excited about this and why they weren't really just too happy with it, but that is going to cover the drop list. If you enjoyed, a like would be much appreciated. As always, comment down below what you're going to be going for, what item you'll try to cop, what items you're going to leave alone, and what you think of the week in general. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow for an unboxing video. Also, let me know if your items have arrived from week 14, because I'll ask that tomorrow as well. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time. Peace.